What's going on, everybody? Lewis Williams, iHustleNation.com. Quick, brief story. I had a cousin Thanksgiving Day. We sat down, we talked, we chatted, we talked about how the Texans are winning and how we both happy about that. And that night he chose to kill himself. Yeah, I just kind of made that sound normal, but really it's not. Rest in peace, Jason Clark. He leaves behind an 8-year-old son. What everybody else is probably thinking is, why would he kill himself? Well, I don't know. When I talked to him, it seemed like everything was all good. So here's what I've learned. I've learned that people who are looking to kill themselves probably aren't showing signs of wanting to kill themselves. They just up and kind of kill themselves. So this video is titled, Before You Kill Yourself. So I realize that it's the holiday season, and they say around this time people decide they want to kill themselves. Well, with this being Life Skills with iHustleNation.com, we're going to try to go the necessary steps for you not to kill yourself, because that's not something we want. Number one reason is, do you have burial insurance? You want to know what bothers me about people that want to kill themselves? They assume that when they die that their body ascends to heaven. Look, we got to do something with your body when you're done, and everything costs. I heard cremation now is like 3 G's. So it's like, okay, I understand you have a hard life, but you got a hard life and you want to put us in more debt? Now, I don't know about you and your family members, but my family members, they ain't got no 3 G's. And last I checked, suicide doesn't give any insurance at all. So they're not even going to pay. So actually, you just really worsen the problem. Bad enough your life is bad and you take your own life, but you stuck us with a $3,000 to $5,000 bill. It ain't our fault that your life ain't working out. Number two, do you have any children? Here's what bothers me. My cousin, may he rest in peace, but he left an 8-year-old son. How many positive male role models do we have on that side of the family? 0. So who do you have? Me. It's crazy because now I have a son, I have to pay child support, and I have not bust not one nut in no female. Like, I feel like I'm getting shortchanged some kind of way. Like, that's just how I feel some kind of way about that. Because now I got to pay for this kid that's not mine, and now overnight, bam, before the holidays is over, I'm a daddy. Number 3, before you decide to kill yourself, let's take a quick gander at the season you decide to kill yourself. Well, this season is Thanksgiving. So now I have an 8-year-old cousin who every Thanksgiving is going to be a sad time for him, because that's around the time his father had died. So next time you decide to kill yourself in a happy time, like maybe in the summer or something like that. Number 4, hell is hot. And it's my understanding that if you kill yourself, you go straight to hell. So I'm not a perfect guy, but I'm not really trying to get to hell any time at all in this lifetime. So I think I'll just hold on to my life and hope things get to the best. Number 5, here's how I feel. If life's getting that bad, you want to put a gun in your mouth and blow your brains out, you want to know what I say? Fuck it. Do what you want. Like let's say I want to walk down the street in Speedos and cowboy boots. Well, I'm going to tote my ass up the street in Speedos and cowboy boots. The way I see it, I'm a dead man walking anyway. Okay, but in all seriousness, the Bible makes a statement that pretty much sums up suicide. In my opinion, this is what sums it up. It actually sums up all failures in life to me. And it makes the statement, my people perish for lack of knowledge. You're killing yourself because you feel like you have no self-worth. You feel like nobody loves you. You feel like nobody cares about you. Now, here's the truth of the matter. You may not want to hear this, but in essence, it's not that you're not important. But as far as your self-worth goes world-wise, you really are worthless as far as the world is concerned. But here's what's funny. You can fix that. I learned early that I'm only as good as what I know. And if I don't know shit, I can't do or be shit. Again, the Bible makes the statement, my people perish for lack of knowledge. The reason you feel like you ain't shit is because you don't have any type of information or anything instilled inside of you to give you worth. I remember going out with a female one time, and we went to a jazz spot, and she said, well, Lewis, I'm not dressed for this place. I said, what do you mean? You look good. She was like, no, I have on jeans and heels. This is more of a dress type spot. So I didn't really get or understand what she was saying, but then I got it. She was not equipped, in her opinion, for that necessary room. Now here's the truth. You're not equipped for what life throws at you. This is where you have to get off your ass. Now here's the thing. You're weak as a person. I'm not saying that as a put down. I'm saying that as it's the truth. Anytime you're looking to take your life, you feel like you're weak and you have no self-worth as a person. So here's what you need to do. You need to gather up your worth. Here's what I learned. I met a guy who's now my pastor named DeAndre Bergs. And when I first met him, he said, I'm going to let you come sit in on my meetings so you can see how meetings work. This is when I was young. I was about 22. I sat in on the meetings and I watched how he talked and handled himself. Well, me personally, I never said anything in the meetings because I wasn't prepared or equipped to be a talker in those meetings. Then I've learned that I need to gain new knowledge in order to be a factor in these types of meetings. So what did I do? I started gaining new knowledge, and this is around the time that my self-worth was very low. And I learned that the more I read, the more I could speak. The more I read, the more I knew. So when the Bible makes the statement, my people perish for lack of knowledge, it's not even as far as perishing as far as being stupid. It's perishing as far as you can perish your life. Here's what you need to know. When loneliness comes in, depression follows. Loneliness and depression will fool you into thinking there's nobody here for you. Now here's a fact. Fact is, we're not responsible for you. No one grown person is responsible for another grown person. When you kill yourself, one thing Obama said, if you unclench your fist, I'll give you a helping hand. When contemplating or looking at killing yourself, you have a clenched fist. If you open your hand, there's people who will extend their hand to you to help you and pull you up. Now, here's the truth. I know what it looks like. The world look like it ain't shit and ain't nobody fucking with you. I know. I've been here. It looks like nobody loves you. It looks like nobody cares. But the fact of the matter is, it is. But you need to get up and find those people. To kill yourself is weak. That's not a put down. Most weak people do it because they can't handle what life is throwing at them. Another statement the Bible makes is, this too shall pass. So I don't care what's going on with you. It will pass. It's not as bad as it looks like. You want to know what I tell people all the time? Take everything I got, take everything I own, and I'll still be satisfied with what I've done in life so far. This is a guy that's done 3 cruises and a whole lot of bus trips, and actually I get paid to travel and have fun, and it actually happens. To this day, I'll get on a cruise and there's 250 people on there, and I'm like, I just can't believe y'all came for me. But here's what you don't know. Before I started doing this, I had a low point in my life. And here's what's crazy. I was actually working for somebody. I weighed a lot more than what I do right now. I was depressed. I was feeling bad. I was gaining weight. And the cubicle was really just beating my ass up. And the reason I thought I should stay there is because I had little knowledge on how to move around. Once I started gaining new knowledge, once I started gaining how things work, once I started getting perspective on things, it made life a lot better for me. But here's what I know. You have to reach out. You're responsible for your life. I'm not responsible. Your mother's not responsible. Your father's not responsible. Nobody's responsible. And I know you probably want to hear it in a nice way. But fuck all that. I'm going to tell you what it is. You let the chips fall wherever they may. We're not responsible for you. You're responsible for yourself. We will, however, help you if you unclench your fist. Now, if you feel like the world did knock you down, don't nobody love you, don't nobody give a fuck about you, and you gonna take your own life, that's a choice you made. that's not on us. Don't leave that burden on us. Because we feel like, here's the thing. First, stop acting like everything all good. If everything ain't all good, just say something. I sat and talked to my cousin, and he told me everything was all good. He wasn't working for 3 weeks. Come to find out, you know, he told me he had a job. He told me he got this going on, that going on, that going on. Man, stop fronting. I got a close homeboy. The first thing he called me, he tell me he keep it so real, man, and I appreciate him for it. First thing he'll say is, man, Lou, I barely made rent this month, man. My slip hanging. That's his words. My slip hanging right now, Lou. You know what I'm saying? I got this going on. I got that going on. Man, be honest with yourself. Everybody not going to judge you. Be honest with yourself. This is my current situation. The first thing I had to understand is, hey, I'm in this cubicle, but this current situation is really fucked up. This ain't going to work for me in life. First is accept the problem. Second, you change it. Here's what I put on my Facebook page, and I don't care how nobody felt about it. With all these suicides going on, now I feel the need that when I tell somebody bye, I'll be like, all right, talk to you later. Okay, don't take your life, and before you do, call me. So here's my thing. I am Lewis at iHustleNation.com. Before you kill yourself, shoot me an email. Let's have a little phone combo. Let's try to find your purpose in life. If we can't get it there, we'll figure something out. I'm not a perfect guy at all. But at the end of the day, to take your own life is a sign of, to take your own life makes you weak and selfish. Now here's what's real. I don't believe you're either. But when loneliness come in and depression follow, it starts making you believe you're either. I don't think you're weak. I don't think you're selfish. I was angry when they told me my cousin killed himself. I was upset because he left an 8-year-old son. But then I realized I can't be mad at him. I try not to judge, criticize, or condemn until I put myself in that person's shoes. And sometimes you have to realize, I had to realize that maybe he thought he's better off not being here for his son than actually being here. And here's what I do know. When loneliness and depression roll in, they'll make you believe that. Everybody has a purpose in life. You're here for a reason. I personally don't know what the hell your purpose is. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what the hell my purpose is. But I do know we both going to get on the phone and figure out something. We going to have your ass doing something. Loneliness and depression set in when you're not busy. An idle mind is the devil's playground. So when you sitting around not doing shit, he going to come play with you. Trust me, I know. And he can make you believe whatever he wants. But that's my video. I just wanted to drop that right now because it's around Christmas time and you niggas start tripping around Christmas time. So I'll still be doing the Saving the Black Race videos, volumes. I just kind of wanted to get this out because it's my understanding around this time people want to kill themselves. And for me to talk to a guy that day and make it like everything's all good, and for him to take his own life that night, and then find out about another person that I knew that actually supported one of the bus trips, took her life, it was necessary for me to get there. Oh, and I had a girl hit me on Facebook and said, Lewis, I'm thinking about taking my life. But I'm Lewis Williams, iHustleNation.com, and that's my time. Thank you.